Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Tuba Antics. Town of Salem 1 has finally received an update after years. As you guys know, I don't make Town of Salem 1 content anymore since I fully switched to Town of Salem 2 like a year ago. However, if you guys noticed this announcement, recently me and Curtis were rehired by Digital Bandidos as developers for the Town of Salem franchise. And even though I don't make Town of Salem 1 content anymore, like a video about this update should be interesting for those who still play Town of Salem 1. Today we're going to go over this update and look at the changes that were made. To start with, this is the first ever update that came to the franchise overall after Digital Bandidos took over. There was a whole lot of stuff going on back then which was revealed to be the game being acquired by Digital Bandidos. So this is a significant step for the first impression of Digital Bandidos doing an update in the franchise. I believe first impression is a very important thing, especially when there has been so much distrust for blank media games back in the day. So really hoping you guys are going to like this update. So let's jump right into the changes. First, we have a bunch of QL changes. If you ever had Curtis's QL mod installed, you're probably familiar with most of these changes. Fancy Chat changes the player name to the role color if the player's role is known. Colored name tags, which does the same but for the player name tags. Day-night headers and chat logs. This allows you to filter people's messages and separate them by day now that the header will always be there. Achievement and win tracker and role cards. So this change allows you to see the number of wins and the missing achievements at the end of the role card, which is very handy. Improved endgame screen. Now the endgame screen will have role colors intact. Expanded chat size. Although this feature is not available in mobile for obvious reasons, you can opt in to have a bigger chat box in-game. Town Trader Clock. This shows the number of days remaining in TD Hunt in Town Trader game mode. Customizable font sizes. So you can choose your font size of the chat box now, just like TOS2. UI themes. This is honestly my personal favorite feature. That is, now you can customize your whole game UI. When you go to customization in main menu, you can select from 8 different themes and you get all these themes for free. I was a big fan of the dark theme. I used it in my final BetterTOS2 videos on this channel. Last will presets. That is, now you can preset your will from customization. Click on the will icon and you can select a role. If you want to keep it simple, you can just select any from here. This preset will appear no matter what role you will get at the start of the game. Or you can choose to have different presets for each faction. Like you can choose random town from here, and enter this, and it's going to preset Curtis L whenever you are town in your last will. Or you can go all the way and select a different preset for each role. Either way, this is a very handy feature, and you don't have to type all the night 1, night 2, night 3, and all the numbers, because like when I switched to Town of Salem 2, these mods didn't exist at that time, and I was really, like, it was really feeling weird to have to type out the will again after getting so used to it. Best friends and block system. Now you can block others from the game. Their names will turn red when you see a blocked user in the lobby. You can also add someone as a best friend and their names will show up yellow. If anyone in your friends list is in your lobby, their name will show blue. Referral code protection, which allows you to hide your referral codes. These are all features from the Curtis QL mod, which are now the base game. Now moving on to other additions. Non-TT veterans will lose alerts in TT Hunt. So this is a balance change I did in BetterTOS1 back in the day. Those who were around watching me knows that I pushed this change to BetterTOS1. And I also managed to convince BMG into adding this to Town of Salem 2. However, I think this change is also needed in Town of Salem 1 because I know Coven TT is being played whenever it is in rotation, and Vericide is a really unfun meta which just basically ruins the entire point of TT Hunt. It's not a fun mate to play it as well. Like, I complained about this meta a lot back in the day when I was streaming Town of Salem 1 for people who were around there knows. Like, some people I noticed see this as a nerf, but it is definitely not a nerf, and like, it only happens when the TT Hunt starts. Like, it doesn't affect the role during normal gameplay, just in the TT Hunt. Next, we move on to bug fixes. Most of these bugs have unironically been known for years now. For those who watched me back in the day when I used to stream Vanilla Town of Salem 1, I used to complain about these bugs all over on streams. Honestly, to think I would be the one who fixed all those bugs after all these years about complaining about them is really funny to me. To think it would be me out of all people? Really? I think the most iconic one being the infamous pirate bug. When an rollblock immune role is pirated, they get rollblocked somehow despite being immune. This bug is finally fixed. The transporter bug, when you don't see if you were witched by CL for some reason, is fixed. Rapid mode. Psychic and tracker getting info when witched. Disco Inferno. All these bugs are gone as well. Retribution is being able to be witched. For example, like I remember in a Town of Salem 1 stream game, I got witched to Medusa as a retributionist, which shouldn't be possible. A lot of year-old bugs are now gone. And finally, I believe this is the most controversial part. Escort and consort names were changed to Tavern Keeper and Bootlegger. The reason behind this change is just to remove sexual themes from the game itself. The roles are still the same roles, just with different names. I personally don't think this is a really big deal because the roles work the same. The mechanics are the same, just the name is different. One good thing is, like the acronym cons is just going to be for consig now, not consort. Since like bootlegger will probably be just BL. So I think that pretty much covers the update. Let me know down in the comments of which of these changes is your favorite or if I missed anything. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.